Hey guys, this is Knights and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we made it all the way through rounds 3 and 4 of the Deep Colosseum and beat Cipher Admins Venus and Ian for a final time. And this episode, you may be wondering what am I doing in my PC box? And actually, there are a few things I actually forgot to show here that I guess I could have mentioned earlier. If you look here, Metagross is actually the holder of the Metal Coat item. I just never actually took the time to take the items off of them. One that I wish I would have seen earlier and realized, Tyranitar here has a Nugget. So yeah, you can sell that for an easy 5,000 Poke. Get you a few healing items, some extra Pokeballs in case you need it. Can always help in a game like this where snagging is basically required to get everything in the game. And just like with Flame, obviously, you'll see here that Crocodile and Bayleaf have Mystic Water and Miracle Seed. And sorry if I kind of seemed out of it for a couple seconds there, guys. I thought I heard something outside and part of my brain was like trying to listen intently on what it was. But whatever, I think I was just hearing things. As I said before, I'm crazy, but I take no medication. I don't think they even have a name for whatever I have anyway. I guess one last little thing to mention before we head in, because as you guys know, we do have to go up against Deep King, the Deep King, in one final round. Before I do that, you'll see I have a few more full heals and a few more revives. Not too many, since unless it's necessary, I try not to use them. Well, revives I'm more prone to use if I really need them. Grabbed a couple full restores just in case for those little moments. And I got a bunch of hyper potions. This should last me more than enough to the end of the game. These are just emergency items on my behalf. I did go through and buy Thunder. I'm hoping I actually get to use that, because there is something I want to use that for, but I am not guaranteed just yet. But that's basically it for now. As for Dragon Claw, I want your guys' opinion. You see, I'm a strategist. I like the little things in Pokemon. I don't just go for the strongest move. Sure, this isn't the same situation as Flamethrower versus Fire Blast, where I greatly prefer Flamethrower due to its accuracy and still having good power. Dragon Claw has the exact same accuracy as Dragon Breath, but it has 20 more base power. Now, given the stab, that is actually, I believe, 30 more base power after you equalate stab, and I have no idea with that Dragon Fang I'm having her hold. But I want your guys' opinion, because I would be glad to do this, especially since, as we know, Cloud is not our biggest attacker, although Sky Attack does do a humongous chunk of damage to anyone who doesn't resist it. I do like that small paralysis factor of Dragon Breath, so I would like you guys' opinions on that. And now, without any further ado, let's enter the final knockout challenge of the Deep Colosseum. This time, with a new opponent at the end. Now, you guys will soon notice, I am actually not going to do a speed up during this one. I feel like giving you guys more than enough speed ups. One, during this entire game in general, and two, just too many lately. I mean, there were I guess you consider it 4 speed ups just in the last 2 episodes alone, if you want to count that as more than one. So I have a feeling I could give you guys a little break from that. Besides, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something goes wrong during rendering or something. But it seems whenever I do a speed up in one of my videos, the video in general has bad quality. But I don't know. I rewatched my video with Kitsune Akane. Yesterday's episode, actually. I rewatched that with her very soon after I uploaded it, so I'm not sure. It may have been YouTube not having the full quality up yet, not having it on HD or whatever. I believe I have it set for HD, but I will check into that, and I'm just hoping it was just YouTube. I don't know. Whenever I watch one of my videos and I notice something big is going wrong with it, I just get so annoyed, because it's like, I don't know how many of my viewers will get annoyed by that, or if they won't mind, because I haven't had any complaints so far. I mean, Kitsune Akane will point things out, but I'm glad she does. I count on her to point out any little things she thinks can use improving on. That's one thing I like about the comments I get from her too, plus she leaves her own little personal comments with them, so that's always fun. Just as it is whenever I get a comment from any of you guys. But yeah, it's like, I noticed that and it just gets on my nerves. I know, luckily, at least, like I said, I haven't had any complaints from any of you guys so far. But it's like, I never know when someone's gonna start up a whole, oh, the quality on this one was shit, man. What's wrong? Can't you do better? God, I sound like those people that were complaining on Captain Sparkle's videos yesterday. Well, today for me, yesterday for you guys. Don't know if you watch him, but meh. Speaking of which, actually, considering it kind of showed me a comment that was on one of Captain Sparkle's videos. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard. You know that stupid little thing that some people do on YouTube where they yell out first if they get the first comment on someone's video, especially if it's someone big's video? Well, someone put up a comment saying first on Captain Sparkle's video. They replied to it, the guy was going to say, go kill yourself, or something like that, why don't you go kill yourself? But his actual comment turned out to be, prepares to write, go and kill yourself, sees username, shoots self in face. The person who wrote first on Captain Sparkle's video was Captain Sparkles. Yes, that's right. He just, for fun, I guess, put first on his own video. Someone, I guess, who was annoyed by those first comments was about to tell him off, realized who it was, and it's just like, oh man. And I realize his thought of derpiness there, because you have to admit, on someone as big as Captain Sparkles or anyone else, I mean, imagine if someone told off Nintendo Caprice, and if he did the same thing on one of his videos, he would have an army just ragging on him so badly. Oh, I'm sorry, I just find that so amusing. I don't know what you guys think. But whatever, I'm gonna try not to ramble on anymore. And one little side note. Unless there's like a fighting type or some incredibly strong Pokemon involved, or just everyone starts teaming up on him, Uwe rarely has fainted in this entire LP. He's fainted a few times, and then it's usually been from bad luck, or been from a fighting type Pokemon or something coming out. Uwe, you rock. I mean, you take such little damage even from Earthquake. But, excuse me. Oh, I'm gonna get a drink. One other order of business I actually wanted to ask you guys about. I received an email last night, and this isn't gonna do a whole lot of damage. Whatever. You see, this email kind of got me excited, but at the same time left me confused. If you guys have noticed the thumbnail for yesterday's episode, it is a little hand-drawn picture by me. It was just something I threw up. That sounds bad. It's like I threw up the picture onto a canvas. Anyway, it's just like a little hand-drawn from my tablet, so digitally hand-drawn doodle of Uwe that I just did real quick, just to test out the new feature. So yeah, as I was saying, I got an email saying that as part of the whole partner experience on YouTube, I have gained the ability to put up custom thumbnails on my videos, so I can put whatever I want. And that is just tripping me out, but I'm confused because I never applied for partnership, and I never got that usual email saying, congratulations, you are now a YouTube partner. I know they changed the YouTube's partnership system, the partnership program back around mid-April, I believe. And so I'm trying to figure that out. It said to be considered a, quote, full partner. I'm doing little air quotes here even though you guys can't see me. Even though. But, so I would have to monetize one of my videos, but seeing as how I believe every one of my videos has some sort of gaming content in it, I can't quite go around and do anything like that. It's not gonna do a lot of damage. So I was wondering how I'm supposed to go about that, and what's the deal with this partner thing? Am I what's considered like a new age partner, like a modern partner, where you don't have to go through the whole thing as before? Which sucks. I think they took out the whole banner thing at the top of your channel if you do become a partner. I think that's only if you were a partner before they changed it back in April, which really sucks. But anyway, guys, if you have any inquiries or any advice about that, or any answers even, I'd be glad to hear them, because I'm really confused. But more than that, I would like to ask each and every one of you a question. Now, that leaves one thing to be determined. As you guys know, and as from what I just said, I can now put up custom thumbnails. So I want to know, what would you guys like? I could test out each one, you guys could see how it is and then let me know afterwards. But as you may know, some LPers and some people may put up like the title of the game they're doing, the number of the episode, and maybe some random picture for the entire LP, or just one for that episode, kind of off to the side showing what's happening. And that will be their thumbnail for each video. Like Luca Jin and Josh Jepson, I know they do that. Come on, Flame, survive. Now I know they do that, but that really brings on the question, would you guys rather me do something like that, like make little nice looking thumbnails, have that go through, or would you prefer that I just take a screenshot from the video, like some random point in the video at the time, and just choose like a cool looking screenshot that would fit really well, like maybe like when it zooms in on the trainer I'm fighting. In this case, this episode would have like the Deep King or his Shadow Shuckle, which he was revealed to have, and have that. Ooh, critical hit, that's not good. And have that as a thumbnail, so something from the actual video. I will leave it up to you guys, whichever you prefer. I probably won't go to any specific one right away. I'll wait until I get enough comments or enough people saying something about it, or I may just do whatever I feel like doing at the time. Until, like, maybe I'll just keep going with just random thumbnails and images from the actual battle, or from the actual episode. And if enough people say like, no, we want it the other way, then maybe I'll change. But yeah, I would actually like to hear from you guys and know what you guys think. And right here we have Deep King Agnol. KKK, you're challenging me? You don't know what you're in for. And yes, even with the Cipher Admin battle music, despite the fact that he is not a Cipher Admin, we have Deep King Agnol. Or, as I would like to call him, Derp King Agnol. Oh my god, Kitsune Akane, thank you so much for saying that. I know she has, like I said before, she has a lot of influence in my videos, but I'm sorry. Okay guys, here's a little story here. She was so sleepy earlier that when I wrote, okay, you go to bed, good night, I'm gonna go and face the Deep King in tonight's episode, and then blah blah blah, go on from there, and then I'll render that and go to sleep. And she was so sleepy, she read my message as Derp King. And I just thought that was just the funniest thing ever, so I decided to stick with this. So yeah, guys, we are now fighting against Derp King Agnol, and I actually got to get my commentary into boss battle mode here. As you see, he originally taught Shedinja and Sableye here. Sableye is one of my favorite Pokemon in the entire series. I don't know what it is, I just love Sableye. He's so awesome. He's adorable in this game, how he acts, like his little motions and stuff, especially when he gets hit. It's just funny. But being a Ghost Dark type, he has no weaknesses. He's a bit of a frail Pokemon and doesn't have the best move pool, but he's a very good supportive Pokemon. And look how tiny he is. I don't care what anyone says, he's adorable. He may be creepy at times, but he's adorable. But yeah, so he has no weaknesses at all, so that's one thing to watch out for, unless you have something like Odor Sleuth or Foresight or whatever those other moves are that allow certain moves to hit. Like, I believe it's Foresight to allow Psychic to hit him. That'll be able to hit him, but it won't do super effective. But if you can actually use Odor Sleuth, or one, I don't know if there's any more, that allows a normal type attack to hit him, then a fighting, or allows normal and fighting to hit him, a fighting type attack will actually be super effective. But other than that, he has no weaknesses whatsoever. And I'm going to use Sunny Day now. Oh, please. Oh, okay, good. The Shedinja, on the other hand, has the ability Wonder Guard. Now, Shedinja only has 1 HP. That is why I use Sunny Day. Now, Shedinja only has 1 HP, But his ability Wonder Guard makes it so only super effective attacks can actually harm him in the slightest. See, that's so cute. He's so funny. God, his Shadow Ball's bigger than him. Ah, crap. Flame's going down the next turn. Crap, I might need Flame. But, let's see. But yeah, so Shedinja can only be hit by, I believe, Flying, Rock, Fire, I think Dark, and I'm not sure. There might be one other type, but only the types that are super effective against him, and he is Ghost and Bug. So that's a pretty good combination. But if you have a Fire type attack like I did, he'll be going down easily. But yeah, you will want to watch out for that. Oh no. He had to bring out Skarmory right on the turn the Flame was gonna... why didn't I heal Flame? I know I should have healed Flame. Skarmory is the one that I had Flame out for in the first place. Let's see. Let's see, I can bring out Cloud and deal super effective damage to Kingdra, because Kingdra's only weakness, due to it being a water dragon type, is actually Dragon. Ice has no effect on it, and neither do any of Water's weaknesses. So I could go in for a super effective Dragon Breath, but that might not do a whole lot of damage. Kiadeki here can take out Skarmory and at least do good neutral damage to our little friend Kingdra over there. So I'm going to try and place my bets on Kiadeki, because Kiadeki has hardly failed me in the past. Usually if it has, it's been by the fault of a critical hit on the other team. Anyway, let's see here. I will use Confuse Ray to keep Kingdra at bay a little bit. Confuse Ray to keep him at bay. And take down Skarmory on this turn. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't bring out Cloud. If I would have brought out Cloud, that would have been horrible right there. Especially since I know, in fact, Cloud is not faster than Kingdra. But yeah, as you guys can tell so far, our little friend Derp King Agnol here has a very good team of Pokemon. I actually like a lot of the Pokemon on his team. I mean, most of them may not be ones that I would use regularly, but I do like a lot of his Pokemon. I will guarantee you that. So yeah, take that as you will. Take that as you will. And for his final normal Pokemon, and no, I don't mean normal type, we have Draford. For now, I will use Bite on Draford because that is super effective. And Light Screen. Yeah, these two aren't... Okay, Draford may be able to do something with moves like Stomp and other normal type attacks. But after a Light Screen comes up, one, they won't be doing too much damage to Kiadeki. Nice, a flinch. And two, Uwe will not be touched for the rest of this fight, guys. Uwe. Oh my god, you are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Anyway, most of his Pokemon, as long as you know how to deal with them, and you deal with them accordingly to what their specific weaknesses are, and I just realized that most of his Pokemon actually do have very specific weaknesses, or little triggers to how they can be taken down. If you take them down... Oh, you suck. If you know how to take them down accordingly. Oh well. As long as it doesn't freeze. See, tiny damage. Don't freeze. Oh, I had like the worst feeling that it was gonna freeze Kiadeki right there. But yeah, as long as you know how to take down the little weaknesses and know what their drawbacks are, Agnol shouldn't be too hard, even if you don't have the highest level team. Kingdra here is his highest level Pokemon at 70. One of the highest levels. Actually, I believe that might be the highest level that we fought so far. And he's gonna use something like a Full Restore on Kingdra on the next turn, isn't he? Now, I don't believe any Pokemon... I don't believe any Pokemon on his team have... Oh, geez, even with Light Screen and Sunny... Or, no, Sunny Day probably faded long ago. Oh, God. Okay, good. Kiadeki is at least here another round. Oh, yeah, none of his Pokemon really have weather moves, as far as I know, at least. Trust me, do not let this guy get Rain Up. If you do... his Kingdra is gonna wipe the floor with your entire team. A single hit from a Rain Dance stabbed Hydro Pump will take out almost anyone on your team if they don't resist it. Oh yeah, now you get a critical hit. Oh well, I'm not complaining. Kingdra's down. I like Kingdra. I like the design. I like how they used almost a coral-like design for its dragonish wings. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but not only will Hydro Pump be boosted, it has Swift Swim, so it will double its speed. But anyway, Kingdra is down. No need to talk about it anymore. We have Shadow Shuckle here. The final reason that we are here in the Deep Colosseum. Now guys, Shuckle is an interesting matchup of Bug and Rock type. Bug. Anyway, sorry about that. Bug and Rock type, which actually leads to some interesting typing there, and interesting typing to say the least. This thing is weak to only a few types, but at the same time almost every type does neutral damage to it. And the only things that do less than neutral damage to it would be normal and poison type. That's it. But beside that, let's get on to its stats. You guys see that up in the corner over there? This thing has defensive stats that put any legendary in the world to shame. And the only reason it was able to kill Kireki right there was because its HP, his HP was so low, and it was Shadow Rush. And a critical hit, why not that? Bring out Cloud for good measure. But yeah, its defenses put any legendary in the world to shame. I mean, now, given that, it does have some drawbacks given the fact that its HP is horrible, and its attacking stats. Oh my god, they're like the worst attacking stats in the entire game out of anyone. And I actually have a few netballs here, because they work on bug-type Pokemon, specifically for our little friend. But before I go into that, I do want to finish this. His attacking stats are abysmal. Due to that and the fact that he can't learn Seismic Toss, which is one of Blissey's best ways of attacking given her horrible attacking stat, Shuckle has to rely on moves like Toxic to actually do any decent damage, if you can even call it that, to anyone. It is not a threat no matter what. Now in the later games when they had the moves that would switch your HP and attacking stats, I mean not HP, your defensive and offensive stats, I thought about using that because no one would be able to withstand a single attack from Shuckle. If it was able to, holy crap, thank you Shuckle, you're awesome. Okay, let's see what he has to say before I continue. I see, you are skilled. I like your purple hair, dude. My sister probably would too. But yeah, I actually tried thinking up that strategy of how to effectively use Power Swap to switch its defensive and offensive stats. Now, at first, that sounded like a good idea, but unless you're in a double battle and your other Pokemon is spamming Follow Me, I mean, that thing could have a Caterpie come up and affectionately nuzzle up to it. And Shuckle would die a horrible, painful death. Not a faint, a death. That's how horrible its defenses would be. But anyway, enough going on about Shuckle. We snagged it! We snagged it, guys! On the first try! Whew, much better than Smeargle. Oi. Congratulations, you're the champion. You battled fabulously. Yes, I know, you told me that like a bunch of times now. Please accept your cash prize of 14,464 Poke. Not as much as the last ones, but I'll take it. We'll be looking forward to your next entry. There won't be a next entry, at least as far as I can tell. Don't need heal. But yeah, guys, we're done with the Deep Colosseum. Now, I'll tell you now, it doesn't show in the game just quite yet, but there's one more thing for us to do before we can truly call this LP over with. Now, you guys may have noticed here, snagged Pokemon 47. To be truthful, there's a total of 48 Shadow Pokemon in this game. In the next episode, the final episode of the actual storyline, we will be going after that final shadow Pokemon and making it our own. So, calling it a day, this has been Beta Nights for Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. I hope you guys had fun today. I hope you guys had fun listening to me ramble about a lot of things during these past few battles, and mopping the floor with Deep King Agnol. Poor Flame. It's that dang Kinger's fault. But anyway, in the next episode, we will be finalizing our collection for this game. I will see you guys next time for Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. Have a good night, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.